All right, in this video, we're going to talk about sealing the Equinox 800. Stay tuned. All right, in my opinion, the Equinox 800 is one of the best all-around detectors. Now, if you can just hunt land, never water, and in dry conditions, there probably is a better one out there. If you're going to dive 200 feet down, there's definitely a better one out there. But if you're just talking about general use, it is waterproof. Rain-wise, I don't think you'd ever have an issue. But when you do take it underwater, they have a tendency to leak. I've had several leak on me. As long as it's under warranty, it's no problem. You know, they have been replaced. But you do have to pay to ship it back, so that is another cost involved. But what I've always said I was going to do, once it's out of warranty, and this one is out of warranty, I got another one that's still in warranty that is actually being replaced right now. But I said when it goes out of warranty, I'm going to find and seal everything I can seal on this thing so it doesn't leak on me. Because they do leak. You see water behind the screen here. And I did actually email the company and ask them, do they know where it's coming in at? And they really don't know where it's coming in at. So I'm going to kind of look this thing over and try to seal every potential place it can get water in. And anyway, let's take it off the shaft here and take a look at everything. Let's do it. All right, to take this off the shaft, there's 4 Allen screws right here, and they're 3mm. So all you do is stick this in here and turn it until they come off. All right, we got off the shaft. There's 4 bolts that pull it off, and it comes right off the shaft. I'm actually looking at this as we're talking. I'm doing this video. I'm trying to come up with what I want to seal on here. And let me show you a few things. I'm kind of looking around what's different on this thing. One, there is a little, you notice there's 2 different colors right there. So that is a joint right there. And I can run a little tiny bead of RTB around that. It's not going to hurt anything. These 2 rubber push buttons on and off on both sides. They seem to be really sealed in there. I probably won't do anything with that. The face of it right here, you can see the little groove going around the edge of that face. Probably going to stick a little RTV in that. It is a potential spot to leakage, and it doesn't hurt anything to put some in it. So I'll probably do that around this edge right here. The back of it, you got the charging port, which is pretty solid. I'm not going to worry about that. The headphones, I think that once the rubber O-ring goes in, I think I'm pretty safe there. I'm not going to do anything with that. This right here where the coil plugs in, and you see there is a nut right there. I'm going to actually run a bead around the edge of that nut. I don't know what's sealed in underneath of that. So I will run a piece around the top and the bottom of that nut right there, a little tiny RTV. And what I'm going to use just some silicone, 100% silicone, 100% waterproof, and cut a little tiniest hole I can cut, because it don't want much, just enough to get into that groove and seal it up. Just kind of run around that bead around the edge and seal it up. Now, the next thing, and where a lot of people think it might be leaking at, is this, the battery compartment. There's one number 2mm screw that holds it on right here. It goes in right there. I just took it out. And what you do then is you can slowly kind of pop it out right here. And that is the battery compartment right there. Let's get the battery come out. There it is. I had taken it out. But anyway, that's the battery port right there. I've never really had any trouble with the battery. Battery does really well. I've never had it run out on me. And it's normally lasts all day, no problem. Now let's look at how this is sealed. As you can see, there's 2 rubber O-rings that run around right here, which should be okay. I mean, you get 2 seals. We can put a little grease on that. We could put RTV and RTV in. I'm not sure. I might end up doing that, but right now I'm looking at one other thing. The speaker. That's where I think it's leaking at. I'm going to show you a little thing I just tried a second ago and see what it does. Now, I'm going to blow into the battery compartment. I did it just to see if I could hear any air coming out anywhere or anything. But listen to this. Y'all can hear that. That is the speaker that's actually making that noise, popping in and out. So it's on a super thin membrane that's separating the pressure of the water from the inside of this unit. I really think that's where it's leaking. Just my thought. Because you can hear it moving. It's like tinfoil almost. That's not much to me sealed from that unit. Because if I'm blowing in the battery compartment and that's a little bit that's separating this from the battery compartment, I'm thinking that's it. So, as far as that goes, I'm probably going to completely seal it. I'm either going to put a piece of plastic over and seal it in, or just seal the entire holes with the RTV. I'm not sure yet. I'll show that in this video, but I'm not sure what we'll do yet, to tell you the truth. I'm going to see what the best route to take is on that, but that exposed speaker, and I think you can actually still hear it. Even if you seal it, you still hear it. But I always use headphones anyway, so I don't really care about the speakers much. So, and I did have one unit had the speaker go bad, actually, so that kind of tells me it might be an issue with the speaker, too. So what we're going to do now is make a decision how to do it, and I'll go ahead and show you me cut this open, and we'll be sealing it up and get this thing ready, because it's out of warranty now. I can't let it leak now, because I have to buy a whole new one. So let's see what we can do right now. Stay tuned. All right, after careful consideration, $900. We got to save this thing. Do a couple things here. One, the speaker, where I think the problem is, we're going to seal that up with RTV, and we're going to put a piece of plastic over it right there. And this is just a cover to one of my little boxes out there I had. I cut it out. And I'm going to heat it up a little bit. You can heat it up in the oven or heat it up with a heat gun, which I did. And it'll get real soft and pliable. And then it will actually fit to that cover like that right there. And we'll put a little bead of RTV around that. So we'll have a double seal on the speaker area. We'll go ahead and do around this here, where that nut is. We'll do around the edges of all these seals right in here and all. And the only thing we're going to do, and this might be my mistake, is we're going to put some grease on those two O-rings. I think those O-rings should be good. I am going to seal that little hole. I'm not sure what that's for, because you can see it goes all the way through. Almost looks like paper. I'm sure it's not, but I definitely going to seal that hole up too. It's going to be sealed. I don't want any air to come in and out of it. So we could actually make sure it's warm when we do it, so that as it cools down, the air inside will contract versus try to go out. So we might make sure of that anyway. But anyway, let's go ahead and start sealing everything up right now. Get this thing set in there and seal it up. Let's do it. All right, as you see, we got a nice bead around here. We got some beads inside the speaker, but we're going to actually put a piece on top. I'll show you in just a second. We've got every one of these little creases sealed right around here. Just real lightly. Can't hardly tell it, but it is sealed even around this backside right here. The next thing we're doing is the battery. This might be my mistake. I'm thinking these O-rings will seal. I did coat it with some Vaseline right there. We're going to go ahead and push this in here right now. Right now, hopefully those O-rings will seal with the extra seal on it right there. So let's get them in there. There it goes, and it's in. It's in there now. Push down with a little bit of extra sealing on it, hopefully. We'll go ahead and screw that down with the screw. Where's it go? Okay, we'll get that straight in a second. We're going to screw that down. I'm actually going to heat up the plastic that goes on top of this. I had it looking good, and I did it too much. Don't heat it too much. Just put it in the oven around 200 till you feel it starting to get soft. We can put a bead around here and put it right on top of it, and it'll form fit right to it. That's what I'm getting ready to do right now. Stay tuned. And we are done. Check it out. You see that nice form fitted to the back of right there, sealed up with RTV, sealed up all around the front, sealed up around that nut. The only thing I didn't do, and it might be sorry I didn't do this, is seal up around the battery. I don't know, it'd probably be 4 years before you had to replace the battery, so I probably could seal it up, not even worry about it. But it's nice having that access in case you ever do need to replace the battery. So, but I did grease it up good around that and got the other little piece right there sealed up. Anyway, that's it for me for now. Let's see if it holds up. I'll keep you up to date. If it does flood, I will let you know. Hopefully, and I will be taking it underwater, no question. A lot of times underwater. Never over probably about 3 feet. I really don't take it that deep. But anyway, let's see how it holds up. Appreciate everybody coming along on this little adventure, and hopefully it works out. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. I'm going to try to keep my stuff in top condition if I can. Stay tuned.